On the court for Atlanta, we've got Okongwu. Johnson is out there with Zachary Rizichet. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Johnson gets the bucket. You look at Detroit. So, at least on paper, they are the favorites in these conference finals. But this could be a challenging matchup for them.
Yeah, on one hand, they worked hard to get home court advantage, but it feels like the pressure is on them to perform because of those expectations.
Here's Rizichet after the basket by Detroit. Clock at 6. Pulls from the top of the key. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
So it's Atlanta now, following the miss by Cade Cunningham. Back to Alexander Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. In a moment here, we'll take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
That one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Stewart. Herter kicks to Thompson. Back to Herter for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Herter's got 8.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Here's Rizichet. No scoring in this one. Fires for 3. Duren pulls it in. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. And Thompson kicks to Herter. Pass to Stewart. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Cunningham right side. And the layup falls. 10 points for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Okongwu with a screen on Herter. Alexander Walker passes to Okongwu. Basket counts.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Herter. 8 points for him. Here's Cunningham. Can't hit from in close.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pass to Johnson. Johnson with a screen on Herter. Lobbed up there for Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, he is a very mobile 6'9" wing, and Johnson is showing you he's a perfect pick-and-roll partner.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff is now give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Different look here for Detroit. Tobias Harris has checked in for Azar Thompson. Robinson is subbed in for different look here for Detroit. Holland, he's checked in for Stewart. Javonte Green comes in for Duren. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Here's Kuminga. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
On the wing, Harris. 1:21 left here in the opening quarter. It's blocked. To the paint. Here's McCollum. Again, the Hawks score.
Well, really nice job by McCollum creating something in transition with his activity.
On the wing, Harris. Pass to Holland. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Sasser. Rebound, Atlanta. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
There's the 3. Holland with the rebound. Here's Harris. No good. Shot missing. Nice defense from Wallace. It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Jalen Johnson. He's been the guy making things happen for Atlanta. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back to the action in just a minute. Welcome back to playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is the Eastern Conference Finals. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Jonathan Kuminga. He's out there with Jock Landale. Wallace is out there with C.J. McCollum. Robinson misses.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. Tobias Harris third.
He is having so much success from beyond the 3-point line. Some guys just thrive on this kind of pressure.
Both teams deciding to change it up. He's perfect from the line this time. Detroit trails by 7. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, if Tobias Harris sees a lane to the rim, he is going to exploit it.
Atlanta shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Pass to Kispert. From downtown. Offensive rebound. Landale with the bucket. Landale's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserved to be rewarded for that effort.
Robinson dishes to Harris. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, finding a way. That's what Harris does.
Robinson against McCollum. Over Robinson in Atlanta again with the bucket.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Lanier, the pass to Harris. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Lanier. 5 to shoot. Goes up to the stripe. It's deflected, and he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Marcus Haslor's checked in for Detroit. The Hawks leading by 7. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. They set the pick to the inside. Here's Landale.
Good decision-making that time by McCollum. He took advantage when that pick and roll opened up.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Sasser finds Harris. Atlanta with the rebound. Landale's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Yeah, Kuminga's confidence is growing down there. Now when he gets the ball inside, he's actually looking to capitalize.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. So for the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for Green. Kevin Huerter comes in for Robinson. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Marcus Sasser. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Harris kicks to Huerter. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Kispert with it. Scoreless thus far.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security is everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor.
To the middle. Here's Cunningham. And just miss after miss right now.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
He rifled that one in from distance. 13 points in the game.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
Dalen Johnson's checked in for Atlanta. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Cunningham for 3. Landale grabs the miss.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Johnson finds McCollum. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. That's 7 points for C.J. McCollum.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. For the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. And Zachary Rizachet is subbed in for Kuminga. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. They trail by 18. Up top, Huerter. 8 points for him. Will it go? And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And playing with great control, Cunningham is dictating the pace, getting to his spots, and taking it to the defense.
Not going to go that time. For Detroit, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. That's 3 of 9. Collins kicks to Cunningham. Tries it from the top of the key. Johnson with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
On the high post. Rebound by the Pistons.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Unloads from 9 and off the front. And in it goes. Cunningham. Got 4 points this quarter.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Here's McCollum. And it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Huerter. And the Pistons making a change here. Stewart's checked in. Off the inbound pass. No good on that one. Detroit trails by 14. Now Huerter, 8 points for him. And Stewart gets it to go.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Johnson with a screen on Cunningham. Down low. And then Johnson with the dunk.
My goodness, Johnson is quick off the floor, and he has a lot of power.
Bounce pass from Cunningham. Pass to Herter. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one.
He's picking up right where he left off from beyond the arc this quarter.
Shot clock at 6. Rizachet finds Okongwu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Clearly a foul.
For Atlanta, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Duran, he's checked in for Harris. And a change for the Hawks. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McCullough. Detroit trails by 12. Cunningham passes to Duran. Back to Cunningham. And he lays it straight in. Cunningham's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Pass to Okongwu. Okongwu with the screen for Rizachet. Offensive rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Stewart in the corner. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Hawks leading by 12. Here's Rizachet. Nothing on the board. Alexander Walker with the ball. Count that one.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
It's good. Cunningham's got 20 points.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Johnson with a screen on Cunningham. No good on the 3.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Pass to Herter. Out to Thompson. And another shot. Over in the corner, Cunningham. And the lead is down inside single digits. Cunningham's got 11 points in the quarter.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Here's Johnson, and slam dunk by Johnson.
And Johnson giving these fans a show.
Now, here's Cunningham. Not a lot of room. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
A play like that can absolutely...
And so it's Atlanta up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Atlanta Hawks.
It's all been gravy, baby, and you know I know all the flavors of gravy. Movement, finding good looks, and shooting the ball at a high clip.
Yeah, beautiful execution at the offensive end. They're in firm control of this game from that standpoint, guys.
How many kinds of gravy are there?
There's barbecue, there's pineapple, there's
gravy.
orange.
The Conference Finals. Big fella, do you expect these teams to pull out all the stops?
That would be correct, Armando Arnie. That's right. No minute restrictions. Let the stars shine tonight.
You have to leave it all out there. Even if you're banged up, find a way to get it done.
The competition level on the rise. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
There must be ice water in his veins. Such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Well, this is what he does. When the stage is biggest, he runs to the light.
Detroit a 12-point game. Asar Thompson is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Kevin Huerter. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5, home in the paint. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Clock at 4, gets it down to single digits. Huerter's got 14 points for the game.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the 3. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
And Thompson kicks to Stewart. And here's Huerter. On the wing, Thompson. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Thompson misses.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
I love how fearless Johnson is. He does not back down from contact.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Second free throw, no good.
Well, for Jalen Johnson, the biggest thing is just staying healthy. Because when he is good to go, he is a huge weapon for this team.
Johnson against Thompson. Here's Stewart. Rebounded by the Hawks. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Alexander Walker. He's defended by Huerter. Johnson with a screen on Cunningham. Plays it up and banks it in. 16 points for him.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
Well, with the pace of this game, you don't want to leave anything to chance.
Can't cash in from close range.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Cunningham heading to the hoop. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
That's to Rizachet. Off target with his 3. Detroit trails by 10. Thompson passes to Huerter, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jalen Duren.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
The Hawks have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Okongwu.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Pass to Rizachet. Johnson with a screen on Huerter. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
Stewart. Pass to Duren. Thompson outside. Duren sets the screen for Thompson. Off target from outside.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Pass to Huerter. Back to Cunningham. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he hits the jump shot. Cunningham's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, and I like Cunningham from the mid-range area of the floor. It's the most difficult place for a defense to run extra traffic at you.
Here's Alexander Walker. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Thompson off the drive, and Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch him home like that.
It's stolen by Cunningham. And he converts the layup. Cunningham's got 34.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Pass to Johnson. And that one, good.
Wow, through that contact, that is a really nice play by Johnson.
Here's Stewart. Back to Cunningham. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Cunningham's got 36.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Rizachet. Now, Alexander Walker. He's defended by Herter. Misses the 3.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Thompson finds Herter. A putback. Johnson with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 6. Rizachet wide open. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Rizachet's got 5 now.
A true highlight of Rizachet's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
Back to Cunningham. 3-pointer. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 5. Okongwu with a screen on Thompson. And there's the drive.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Pistons passing it around. Here's Cunningham. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Cunningham's got 10 points in the quarter.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Okongwu with a screen on Cunningham. Misses from close range. Detroit trails by 7. Pass to Herter. Inside, Stewart. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Stewart's got his 3rd basket of the night.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now Rizachet, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ashar Johnson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Robinson's checked in for Cunningham. Wallace is checked in for Atlanta. Johnson with a screen on Robinson. 5 on the clock. Out to the wing. Here's Rizachet. Atlanta again missing. Detroit's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. After Duran. Shoots over Rizachet. Duran no good. Atlanta leading by 5. Robinson pulls it in. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. And here's Stewart. Herter finds Robinson. Duran with a screen on Wallace. Thompson passes to Duran. And taken away by Wallace. Out left to the wing. To the wing on the left. to Rizichet. 6 to shoot. Wallace with a screen for Rizichet. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And Thompson kicks to Robinson. Robinson sets a screen for Herter. Shot from 12, and the shot goes in. Herter's got 18 points in the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Johnson with a screen on Herter. Detroit with the rebound. Stewart's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Duran against Okongwu. Pass to Herter for the tie. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the left wing. Here's Okongwu. And he's good on the 3-ball. Okongwu's now got 7 points here in this quarter.
It's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Herter passes to Duran. To the paint. It's stolen by Duran. Outside Robinson. Duran sets the screen for Robinson. It's tipped. Wallace with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Now here's Herter. He's got 18. We've got 1:13 left here in the third quarter. Here's Stewart. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Tobias Harris is checked in for Duran. So it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 7. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Jock Landale's out there with Kuminga. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Cunningham outside. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Cunningham's got 41. Just 5 on the clock. And the space there, but it's offline.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, you just can't get anything to go out there.
Rebound, Atlanta. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's McCollum. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Lets it go from 14. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
That's good from Harris.
And you know what you've got to respect about a guy like Harris? He has been in a lot of different uniforms over the course of his career, but he's been productive everywhere he's been.
Kuminga, screen on Green. McCollum with the bounce pass. Here's Alexander Walker. Again, the Hawks score.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Here's Cunningham. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, listen, Cade is too much for one defender. He didn't have a choice there but to foul.
That free throw, no good. Corey Kispert's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And the second free throw, good.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. That shot, no good. Green taking his time here. Here's Holland, defended by Kuminga. Here's Harris. That one wide left. The Hawks leading by 4. From the arc. No good that time.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
To the inside. Holland. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It goes on C.J. McCollum. Stewart's checked in for Detroit. And a change for the Hawks. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Kispert. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. They set the screen and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Holland. The Pistons working the ball around now. Now Cunningham. Stewart in the corner. Shoots over Landale. Stewart misses. Atlanta shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
Robinson kicks to Harris. There's the lob for Harris. And it's McCollum off the drive. Can't get it to fall. Detroit's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Harris passes to Holland. Stewart with the screen on Kuminga. Holland, no good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. To the middle, trying to get something going. Lots of room. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Stewart down low. He's defended by Landale. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Cunningham.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight. Looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
Pass to Johnson, and stolen by Harris. Collins kicks to Cunningham. Here's Holland. Robinson on the wing. Over McCollum. Robinson misses. Down low. Kicks it out to McCollum. Stolen by Robinson. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Stewart passes to Harris to take the lead. He lays it in. And the Pistons lead by 1. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. A different look here for Detroit. Duren, he's checked in for Harris. Asar Thompson comes in for Holland. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Duncan Robinson. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. Reza Shea is coming in for Kuminga. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for McCollum. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, team. I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. Coach told them to adjust on defense, saying they're calling it tight right now. You can keep the same effort, but less reaching in and all that. Don't let them beat us at the line. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Cunningham's shot is off. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Good. Now it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
From the wing, in Atlanta again with the bucket. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Duren finds Cunningham. Now here's Huerter. Stewart, a screen for Huerter. And the 3 off target.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Inside, Okongwu drops in the layup for 2. Okongwu's now got 11 in the second half.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Okongwu with a screen on Cunningham. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Okongwu slams it in.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And they've got a lot of momentum right now, trying to close this thing out.
Duren against Okongwu. 6 on the shot clock. Cunningham outside. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Atlanta leading by 9. Pass to Okongwu. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
There's the lob to Duren. An emphatic alley-oop jam. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Well, with that size and athletic ability, Duren is a terrific alley-oop threat.
The shot's good from Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim. And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
The first free throw is good.
You know, when you watch Cunningham, he can take total control of a game. He's got that 6'6" length, and then you combine it with his dribbling and passing ability. An impressive package.
The Hawks leading by 7. Okongwu with a screen on Cunningham. First free throw is good.
And just not nearly as effective at drawing fouls on the defense as he was in that first half.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Detroit's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Stewart. Cunningham outside. And he banks the layup in. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Atlanta.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Here's Rizachet. He's covered by Thompson. Just 5 to shoot.
2 minutes.
Shoots. Duran pulls it down. Detroit trails by 11. Now Herter. Here's Stewart. Cunningham right side. It misses.
It's been a rough quarter for him, not efficient at all.
We've got 1:28 left here in the fourth quarter. Okongwu with the screen on Thompson.
Well, Rizachet does a nice job of drawing the contact on his way up. Now a chance at the line.
Second 2.
That one is off.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Rizachet is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman.
Now here's Herter. Defended by Alexander Walker. Cunningham. Okongwu pulls it down. Atlanta leading by 11.
And if ever there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. Going to be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for the Hawks.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely, just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And they open these conference finals with a forceful performance to take the early lead in the series.
Yeah, they talked about sending a message here in Game 1, and no doubt about it, they delivered that message loud and clear. It's obvious who has the upper hand going forward in this series.
Johnson with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Johnson. Launches it. 3. Good.
Now, we've seen Johnson become more confident with his outside shot. Now the next step for him, let's become more consistent.
Shoots. Got it. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Now it's time to present our player of the game.